We know you want to put your money to work and grow it, and so do we. BLNK charging stock is like a coiled spring. If you want to put your money into a rocket's pocket and send your money to the moon, stay tuned. Hey, I'm Chase Vickers, and this is the MoonShot Money channel, where we try to teach you all phases of investing and give you some insight into what we are doing with our money. The ultimate financial goal is to be able to take care of our families with some level of financial independence, and then try to make the world a little better place by helping others however we can. Quickly, we are so very thankful for those of you who have subscribed. Just thank you. Having said that, we are not financial advisors. Okay. EVs are just red hot right now, led by Tesla and a few others. But there is a little something still holding back the EV consumer explosion, and that is battery range anxiety. Until EV charging stations get saturated across the United States and around the world, there will continue to be range anxiety for consumers. That's why BLNK charging is so important. EVs are the future. Autonomous driving is the future. BLNK charging, as well as some other charging companies, is the future too. The East Coast is seeing charging stations build out, and so is the West Coast. Not so much for the Middle America, and especially the West. There is a long way to go for BLNK. We explain this in great detail in a video that we uploaded a few days ago. Now, give me some news, Chase. What's new? Here are some highlights from a report that came out on July 26th about the deficiency of charging stations in the western United States. Headline: Building out electric vehicle charging in the West means all hands on deck, by Stacy Noblet. Quote, government agencies, utilities, automakers, and technology providers alike are working hard to establish plug-in electric vehicle charging networks to support the growing EV wave nationwide. Electrify America recently completed its first cross-country EV charging route. The United States Department of Energy hosts a charging station locator, and Apple launched a routing feature last month to its Maps app to help EV drivers locate charge ports along the way. While these solutions are promising, the industry still faces a major roadblock to the carefree cross-country road trip: the West. While the eastern half of the United States is home to more metro areas and greater opportunities for inner-city EV travel, many rural areas throughout the West lack sufficient electrical infrastructure and other amenities to support sustainable, widespread EV charging. The West is home to some of the country's most popular national parks and tourist attractions, but the current deficit of charging stations discourages EV road trippers, especially as the global health crisis continues to halt major air travel. End quote. Still, the rise of EV sales highlights the need for continued charging infrastructure to be installed across the country and the entire world. BLNK charging recently received a grant to deploy 200 fast level 2 charging stations, including Virginia, Maryland, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Did you hear that? The need is so great that they are being granted money to grow their business. That's ridiculously wonderful for the investors. Talk about demand. This is a 3-year, 200-station project that will begin this October. BLNK continues to sign new contracts for new charging stations with cities such as Portland, Oregon, and with private companies such as Envoy Technologies. Listen to this. China recently set the ambitious goal to reach 25% of auto sales being electric by 2025, which compares to just 5% of its current auto sales now. Man, that's a lot of EV car sales for China. Not to mention great news for Tesla and NIO. It's happening, people. Now, you can get your money working in what is going to be a sure economic tsunami, or you can stay on the sidelines. That's totally your choice, and there's nothing wrong with being super conservative. But we're already invested in EV companies and infrastructure plays, and we are promising you we are going to be adding more and more shares. Here's another recent report further corroborating our point. BLNK Charging and Intersys collaborate to develop high-power, inductive, wireless, and enhanced DC fast charging systems with energy storage options for the automotive market. Wow, that was a mouthful. We told you in our last Blink video about the wireless charging news and how important that is, especially now during this pandemic. If you want proof, here's proof. Michael Farkas, founder, CEO, and executive chairman of Blink, said in this article, quote, "This is an exciting collaboration with Intersys because it combines the industry-leading technologies of our two companies to provide user-friendly, high-powered, next-generation charging alternatives. We are continuously innovating our product offerings to provide more efficient and convenient charging options to the growing community of EV drivers. Blink's patent-pending inductive parking bumper technology under development will enable EV owners to charge their vehicles without physically interacting with a charging station while providing a faster and more effortless charging experience. Likewise, by developing charging stations with next-generation integrated DCFC with energy storage capabilities, we can make state-of-the-art charging technology more affordable and accessible to the EV industry." End quote. On August 4th, Blink Charging announced signing an agreement with Cushman & Wakefield for deployment of electrical vehicle charging stations. Cushman & Wakefield has agreed to engage its brokerage force and large network of property managers to offer Blink equipment and services as an amenity at the commercial properties that they represent. Given the reach of Cushman & Wakefield's platform, this agreement represents a significant opportunity for Blink to strengthen the sales channel of its products and services and increase its development opportunities. CEO Michael D. Farkas commented in the press release, "Cushman & Wakefield is a preeminent leader in property, facilities, and project management, and we're excited about this opportunity to partner with them to enhance the EV charging capabilities at the properties they represent." As drivers increasingly embrace EV technology, the demand for convenient charging alternatives is growing. We're pleased to work with Cushman & Wakefield to contribute a greener future while enhancing tenant and visitor experience in their clients' properties. If you look out at the economic horizon, you can see the tsunami coming. Take advantage of it. Let's think now. It's the fueling companies over the last 100 years that have reaped the great economic benefits from the previous transportation revolutions. EV charging is the next future fueling boom. Check out our other video for even more great information on Blink. Drop us a like and subscribe to our growing MoonShot Money family. And remember, if you're not interested in your money, someone else is. We'll see you next time.